So, my topic is home hemo. Let's talk about this. All right, guys. Hi, kidney warriors. I know your day is probably... Well, no, I don't know what your day is like, so I'm not going to even try to predict that. But I will hope that your day is going amazing and that you are not allowing this disease to overtake your life. Even though it is overtaking your life. But we are warriors. That means we fight. And we fight to make our lives worth meaning. And we fight to just live our life the best that we can. So I'm going to talk about something. I've tried to invite a bunch of people, but, you know, whatever. I'll share this to some groups when I'm done. Ooh, well, hold on. Let me fix my hair a little bit. There we go. Okay, no curls today. I did a little straightening today. So, my topic is home hemo. Let's talk about this. I wanted to talk about home hemo because, you know what? One of the common things that I see a lot, because I do watch and see a lot of people's comments, their things that they want to talk about, things that they write about, all kinds of stuff, okay? And one of the things that I noticed is people saying, you know, their life sucks, got to go to treatment 3 times a week, it's hard, it's this, is that, okay? All right. So, you know, I was one of those people. I went to in-center for a good year of my life on dialysis. I know some of you warriors have done it for far longer, okay? But even if you do it for one day, or no, even if you do it for 1 week, you know that it is what it is. It's the same thing, just repeat, okay? Now, hello to everyone that's watching. Hello, 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 hello. Now, the thing is, home hemo. I can only talk about what I only experience. I can't really talk about things I don't know about. Well, I can talk about it, but, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So the thing that I will say, and I hope this is encouraging, is, another thing that I heard was how much space you need to have all your supplies and stuff. Let me just give you a visual, people. I live in a house that is no bigger than the size of a 2-car garage. That is the size of my entire house. And I mean the entire little house. I live in a 2-car garage. I mean, not even. I think I live in, like, you know, it's a 2-car garage. Okay, so I live in a little 2-car garage kind of house. It's a little house, a little hut, if I will say. And I really love my little house. And I will say this, if you're an organizer, like I am, if you organize things properly, it will fit. It will all fit. You will not have your life overtake. I'm sitting in my beautiful little recliner in my 2-car garage house. That's the best way to describe where I live. And you don't need a whole lot of space. You just need to have some of that 2-car garage, a corner in that 2-car garage, reserved and sanitary for your treatment. You don't need a whole lot of space. Okay? Now, if you're doing home hemo, or if you're thinking about doing home hemo, let me just tell you, it's so much better for you. It's so much better for you. Whether you do home hemo or you do some kind of home modality, I would recommend home hemo because, number one, I hear the stories about people that do PD, and I'm sorry, I'm not sitting anywhere for 10 hours straight. Not doing it. I'm not even going to walk around with something connected to me for 10 hours. I'm not going to do it. I don't think that's freedom, and I don't want to do it. So what I will say is with home hemo, you know, most treatments, I don't know what your prescription will be, but if you're going to be doing it more frequently, so mine is 5 days a week for 2.5 hours. That's it. I can handle that. I went to in-center for 4 hours, not including your setup, and sat there 3 days a week, drained as my heart would be pulled and tugged on, because that's what those machines do. They will kill you faster. It will kill you faster. It will drain your life faster. So if you have the option to do home hemo, and you can do it by yourself, and that's a fact, then I would suggest you do it. Now, why am I talking about this right now? Because I was recently told by my nephrologist that the future is home modalities. So in-centers are not being pushed. Okay, they're not being pushed. They are not being pushed. So in the future, the near future, they want home modality to be 80%. That's what he told me. He said that's what they're pushing for, is 80% of people should be doing their dialysis at home. Not in a center, because in-center quality, the quality of in-center is ass cheeks. And there's so many reasons for that, and I could sit up here and talk about all of them, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you that if you have the option to do something that'll make your life better and let you have more energy and get a little bit more color back in your skin that you were losing while killing yourself fast going in-center, then why wouldn't you do it? Why? Why wouldn't you do it? You know? Now, I want a cure. I want a cure for kidney disease. I want a cure for this where we can fix the kidney. You know, I want a cure. I'll say cure again. I want a cure. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for these miraculous things to happen, if there's a better option for you, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you pick something that gives you more energy, more time for yourself, so you don't have to wake up at 4 in the... Some people wake up at 4 in the morning, you know, so they could do treatments in center. Then you got to fight for a chair. Then you got to fight for somebody to want to... you got to wait sometimes because somebody else was late, and now they have to take that person off to put you back on. I mean, if you could do something in the comfort of your home, surrounded by the people that you love, or not, or surrounded by yourself in your own peace of mind, why wouldn't you do that? Yes, exactly. This is why the solo home hemodialysis is approved. I graduated from the solo hemodialysis training. I did that. Now, I was terrified in the beginning because I was like, oh my God, I gotta put this needle in my arm 5 times a week. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I can't cannulate. My recommendation is to express that fear when talking to the person that is encouraging you to do hemodialysis, and work at your center to overcome that fear. That's what I did. I worked in my center and I said, I'm not going to do home hemo unless I know how to cannulate myself. I'm not going to do this unless, because that's my biggest fear and I just don't think I can do it. By the time they established my buttonholes, and guys, talk to a vascular surgeon about buttonholes. Don't talk to people that are not vascular surgeons. And ask them what their opinion is on it. A vascular surgeon, a vascular doctor, a doctor of vascular. Vascular. I say that again because so many people are like, well, I asked my doctor and I asked my tech and I asked my nurse. Are they vascular surgeons? No, they're not. So why are you asking somebody who has no knowledge? That's like asking Donald Trump about being poor. He doesn't know anything about that. But he knows a lot about being rich because he is rich, but he's never been poor, so he doesn't know. Just like a tech or a nurse or a doctor that is not skilled in the areas of vascular studies cannot give you advice on a buttonhole. Buttonholes are not dangerous, even though I was told that they were. I was told a lot of things. I looked online and I found a lot of misinformation. It's not true. Find your facts. Talk to a vascular surgeon and ask them their opinion. Okay? Now, everybody's different, and I say talk to a doctor because everybody's body is different, and everybody's body might not be able to deal with things the way another person's body does. So I'm not saying buttonholes are going to work for everyone. They may not work for you. However, it doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to find out what your options are. Why wouldn't you not find out your options? Richard Advocat is watching. Sorry, I just thought your name sounded strange. But hello. Thanks for watching. Okay. So, like I was saying, you know, as far as home hemo is concerned, it is approved that you can do it by yourself. So don't say, I can't do it because I don't have anybody to help me. I can't do it because I'm by myself. I don't know. I just can't do it. Yes, you can. Can't is not. Ooh. Look, guys, I got a hair sticking straight up. Literally. I got to. That is so funny. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it because it's funny. So anyway, if you have a way to, if you have half a brain and you decide that you want to do something that's better for yourself, why wouldn't you do it? Sorry, got to switch hands. So if I were you, I would explore my options as best I can. Talk to a vascular surgeon and their opinions about buttonholes, because it's really amazing how I was able to achieve buttonholes, right? Somebody, a tech or somebody who was skilled in adding them, you talk to your doctor and they'll pair you with someone that's going to do it for you. So you get your buttonholes, and let me tell you, it's no different than putting an earring through your hole of your earring. It is really not that bad. And everybody's worried about being infiltrated and all these bad things that happen and the dirtiness of some clinics. I see this all the time. I see all these things all the time. People expose this clinic. They're so dirty. They're terrible. I was one of those people. But guess what? Now that I'm at home and I see things and I've learned things and I could do things myself. Oh, yeah, you like my hair sticking straight out? And it's so funny. Sometimes, I have curly hair naturally, so maybe it's like, hello, we're not meant to be straightened. We're supposed to be curled. But anyway, if you have the option to do something that is going to be better for you and better for yourself, why wouldn't you do it? And you can do it by yourself. Can't is just a terrible word. And you really shouldn't be using it. I'm sure you heard that in elementary school. Can't. No, you can do it. It's possible to do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. And it will take a lot of help and training in the beginning. And you will struggle probably. I'm not going to say you won't. You may struggle. But once you get the hang of things, it's just so easy. It's so easy, and you can do it whenever you feel like it. You don't have to be like, I have to do this at 4 o'clock in the morning or somebody's going to take my time. No, you don't have to wait for those things. And the benefits that you'll have for your body are night and day. Okay, night and day. And honestly, I feel so much more energy. My numbers, my labs, ooh. I could go over my current labs, but the thing is, I did have COVID, guys. I do like to share those things. So let me share my labs. Woo! Let me get my butt up. Ugh. My dog is sitting with me, and she never lets me sit alone. So my most recent labs, I did have COVID, guys. So some things like my hemoglobin are struggling to go up. Let's see. Okay. My albumin is a little bit low. But I struggle with low protein. But let me tell you what it is. It's 3.8. It should be 4. I have a 3.8. That's actually not terrible. My potassium is 5.7. It's a little bit above goal. But these are my labs that are post-COVID, okay? Post-COVID, directly post-COVID. My next month's labs are probably going to be 100 times better, okay? Calcium. I struggle with my calcium, but guess what? It's a lot better. My calcium is gold to be 8.5 to 10, and it's at 8.4. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty great. Now I'm gonna go to my other page because it's gonna show you the month to month, okay? Okay, guys? So my month, it was upside down. Okay, so my month to month, my no recent value available, I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to skip to the next thing. Goal is 0 potassium. Goal is 0. Oh, that's in the wrong thing. Potassium, goal is 3.5 to 5.5. So, let's see. I started doing my home hemo. I graduated in July. Make sure I'm right about that. I graduated, July 21st. So, July's numbers, let's go to June. My number for my potassium in June was 5.9. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, I was still going in center. Now, July, it went down to 4.7. In August, it consistently stayed at goal at 4.8. And then September, even, it was 5.1. It was actually still good. So, guys, that's a great numbers. And that's all from doing things at home. And I'm not saying you can't achieve these numbers by going in center. But I do believe when your numbers are better, you're feeling better. And when you're doing more frequent treatments, your body is able to be a lot more regulated than when you're just doing 3 times a week. Remember, everybody's kidneys works 24 hours a day. Phosphorus. Let's look at the phosphorus. Okay, so my phosphorus. Ooh, I can't wait to get to the next one. Okay, so my phosphorus. Those of you who are my fellow kidney warriors, you know what these things are because you heard them a million times and you hear them all the time. And if you are new to this, you will hear them all the time. Phosphorus. Your total calcium. My calcium constantly suffers. It's just the way it is for me. Calcium. My phosphorus. The goal is to be 3.0 to 5.5. 3.0 to 5.5. All right? So I remember June, I was at 6.3. That's high. July, still 6.3. August, after a full month of doing home hemo, guess what? Guess what, guys? My phosphorus came down. It was 5.8. And that's pretty sweet. So August, 5.8. September, 4.9. October, it's teetering up a little bit, 5.4. Okay, that's a post-COVID number, so I'm not really going to take, too much offense of that because I know that I'm in the healing process. Okay, so we have goal is 2. Okay, hemoglobin. My hemoglobin in May was 8.0. In June, it was 10.8. The goal is 10.0 to 11. So let's start at June. Okay, guys? June, I was at a 10.18. July, I was at a 10.2. All pretty on point, actually. 10.3 in August. And COVID happened, and now it drastically dropped. It dangerously dropped. I'm actually going through some things to get that back up now. COVID has a serious adverse effect on your hemoglobin. And your hemoglobin is the oxygen to your blood. And your iron. So hemoglobin is your oxygen to your blood. So a lot of people that have COVID, they end up being on oxygen. I was on oxygen. I'm no longer on oxygen. But my numbers will climb. So as you can see, I'm just talking about my labs just to give you an idea of the difference. The drastic difference from going from in-center to doing it at home. Okay, now everybody's numbers are not going to be the same. Everybody's labs are not going to be the same. Everybody's diets aren't the same. Not everybody's a diabetic. Some people don't suffer from the same things. I am also a diabetic. So the numbers that I say are just a generalization to get an idea of how much better you can feel. So numbers don't lie. When your labs are better, your body's going to feel better. When your body feels better, you feel better. When you feel better, you can get back to life. So some people are like, oh, I got to work. I don't have time. No, you don't have time to go sit in center for 3 days out of the week. What you have time for is to put things on your own time and your own schedule. I have friends. No, I don't know if I want to call them friends. Like, I don't personally know them, but some Facebook friends that I have, they're full-time moms. they have jobs and they never skip a beat, but they're doing their therapy at home so they can go, okay, this is how my day is going to be. And they happen to have energy for all that. Why? Because they're doing more frequent treatments at home. At home. And like I said, when you're going in center, they're only giving you enough dialysis to keep you alive. They are not giving you enough for you to thrive. Thriving and just to keep you alive. So if you are given an opportunity to live and live a lot better and with as much normalcy as possible, you should definitely take that chance and take that opportunity to do that for yourself. Now, I know some people are elderly and they're just not capable, or they're disabled in some way, or they're in some way, shape, or form not able to perform something for themselves. And that... I'm trying to read. Yes, Steve. Yes, Steve. Go, Steve. And get money. Wait, and get money? I think that was that means. Okay, so, yes. So get yourself, listen, I live in a 2-car garage. A little house that's as big as a 2-car garage, okay? I have enough space. I have enough time. You have enough time. And if you have that, and if you want more time, you will even have more time, because it's your life. And I just want to spread that message to as many people as I can. The goal for home modality is going to be 80%. And that's a large difference from going in centers. So these centers, there's some centers that will not push for this. They will not push you for home hemo. Why? Because they know their jobs are being threatened. Their livelihood is being threatened in a lot of ways. There will be cuts in the future because there won't be centers. There won't be as many centers because you could do this at home for yourself. Okay? So if you have the opportunity to do this at home and do this for yourself, you should, because that is the wave of the future, and that is going to be best option you have besides getting a transplant. So if you can get a transplant, that's great, but if you can't, that's great too. And if while you're waiting, that's fine too. Set this up at home. Also, guys, little teaser for you. If you're doing a home modality, your chances of getting a transplant are higher and better. Your chances of getting listed, I don't necessarily mean getting a transplant, but your chances of getting listed are higher, because they're seeing that you are independent and you are doing it on your own for yourself. It takes responsibility to do this for yourself. Yes, you have to do this for yourself, you know? So they see that. So if you're trying to get listed and you're having issues or pushback or not hearing back or whatever, I'm telling you, if you get home hemo, you're going to have higher chances of getting listed. They will jump at the chance to list you because you are being a responsible individual, and that shows them that, oh, we will give them an organ because they are taking care of themselves now with their broken one. We're going to give them a new one because you know what? They are going to appreciate that shit because they're fucking doing their treatments for themselves, taking initiative, doing it on their own. So, who draws the transplant labs? You do? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Steve. Oh, my God. I do my own labs. It's super easy. You draw from your arterial access point. You do your post labs, your pre-labs. Well, there's only one post lab typically, and it's that little goldy one. Oh, I will give you a little tour de Tanya's. Oh, not right now. It's kind of messed up right now. Let me see. Let me just pull this out. I'll give you a tour of my little doctor's office, I'll call it. Turn the light on. This is the tour of Tanya's doctor's office. I'm actually in it right now. I've been sitting in it. I was organizing some pills and stuff, so guys, forgive me for that. This is the tour de Tanya's doctor's office. This is where I keep all my lab stuff. And little reminder notes like, hey, don't forget to draw your labs from your arterial access. And heparin always goes in the venous. I write little notes to keep me on on point. I don't have a lot of money, so I don't have all this money to make it fancy. I just put some little nails in my door. And, oh yeah, it's my little clinic. I know, right? It's so tiny, but everything fits. And I have all my little, ooh, it looks like I'm lagging a bit. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I have all my emergency numbers and stuff here. I have everything laminated. Okay, I have all that stuff. And then I have my centrifuge. Okay. My centrifuge is where I put everything here. They will send you all these things. And my little blood pressure machine. One thing I love is my little wrist blood pressure machine because it's the best. It works good for me. Okay, and then I have all my little supplies. It's my little baby gate. I have them all here, organized as best I can. Okay. All right. I have more supplies. And then I have my machine. Okay. And then I have, oh, this is still connected because I flushed my drain line not that long ago. And I left it on there. But that's okay as long as it's closed. And then I have my chair. Okay. Then I have this little wheelie thing I bought from Goodwill for $3. Whoops. Now this is my little wheelie thing. I organized my supplies here. And, you know, the stuff I use, like my tape, my gauze, and everything. Okay. And I'm sure you can see the boxes in the background that I have stacked up neatly and organized. Like, I have all my cartridges together because I know I'm going to use them every day. I have all my sacks together because I know that I change them every other day. I have all my saline there. Now, my express bags are in my living room because I can't fit them in here. Oh, Steve, I would definitely be glad to be a guest on your show again. I really enjoy being a guest on your show. So, yeah, I keep all that organized in my little 2-car garage house, and I know if I can do it, you can do it. So why are you making these excuses for yourself? I've done it. I did it. I was very skeptical and scared, and I didn't know what was going to become of my life. But I will say I'm living better. I can go outside in my backyard and I can garden without being out of breath or sleeping all day and tired because I had treatment for 4 hours the day before and I was just so tired because that's what it makes you feel, mostly tired. And you know what I noticed? My appetite is different. Since being on home hemo, my appetite is more normal. When I was on dialysis, I would eat so much food. When I got off of dialysis, I would be like gorging myself. It was very hard for me to lose weight. I gained weight while being in center. Now that I'm doing home hemo, my weight is evening out. And just becoming more, just more normal. I'm eating 3 meals a day and not... Well, no, I only eat like 2 meals a day, but at least I'm eating 2 meals and not gorging myself, then sleeping for the whole day and everything else. I would definitely work as a patient educator for Next Stage because I'm very passionate about it. I do believe in the product. I believe what it's doing for me, and I wouldn't mind sharing. I do share that in my center where I go. I do work closely with my doctor, and he asks me a lot. Tanya, I got this patient. I really think they would benefit from hearing from you, from another patient that's doing home hemo. My doctor is all about that home hemo life. He's all about that home modality life, and I love that because he pushes people. And not all doctors are like this, but I will say he pushes you to do what's best for you, and based on, medically best for you. And he definitely gives me that inspiration. I'll be waiting, Steve. You know you got my inbox. I think you have my phone number too. If you don't, I'll inbox you my phone number. I'm not sure if it changed since we last did a guest appearance. So yes, I do encourage you to get yourself knowledgeable, ask questions. If nobody's pushing you to do home hemo, ask about it. If nobody's pushing you for other options, ask about it. If you have all this anxiety when you go into that room and it's full of people and you feel like, oh my God, there's no privacy, because there ain't no privacy. If you feel like you're tired of dealing with that tech or that FA person, the facility administrator, and they're just kind of a jerks. And let me tell you, I've dealt with some jerks in my time. And as far as dialysis. And I will say, if you feel like it's not something that is you don't enjoy doing, because nobody enjoys this. It's still a medically necessary treatment. However, you got options. You got options. And if you don't know your options, you got to ask your options. The goal in the future, I don't know about every country, but in the U.S. is to have it at 80%. 80% home modality. 20% in center. That's pretty different. That's pretty different. You know, that's hope. That gives me hope. And I always want hope, and I always press for hope, and I always press for something positive, because we need that. We deserve that. You know, it's one step into in a positive direction. And I'm here to just tell you what I can share that I've been through and I know about. Thank you, Steve. I was definitely a different person when I was doing in-center. I was it was dark spaces for me often. There were dark spaces for me often, and I just didn't think there was any way out. I didn't think there was, and I didn't believe that I could do the things that I'm doing. And now I can. And me being, like, I was so bad I couldn't even look at myself being cannulated. I would turn my head, I would be squeamish, and all these things. Now I'm like, okay, I can do this. This is my body. I can do this, And then when I was given the opportunity to learn about buttonholes and to get them done for me, and then took my time learning how to cannulate, didn't happen overnight. And then when I started my home hemo training, I was able to do it with knowing already how to cannulate myself. So listen, guys, my phone's about to die. I love you all. Be positive. I know you can't give out any hugs, but give out some air hugs, or do something positive, or help somebody, do something kind, and just be the change you want to see in the world in the best way that you can in this COVID uprising. Ugh. Okay, guys. All right. Love you. Bye.